Hi everyone, this is John Wen. Today is October 17th, 2019. I will record this video to briefly talk about what progress on setting up dataview.org in past week. So here is highlights. I keep looking to why the dataview.org not successfully show up the tree view even though the Dropbox token has been successfully input. So if you are going to the dataview.org from any of your web browser, after you sign in, even though you successfully input your Dropbox token, the tree view on the left side and right side still not show up correctly. So I think I found the root cause this week, and let me go through and explain what is the problem. So firstly, I will introduce there's a feature that is to read the Dropbox API with your provided token, and it is implemented in a PHP file. And this one, as before, it was hosted on another server or the same server with the DataView aside with the DataView.org, and DataView.org will use this API to request the JSON file or JSON format data from this API, and that basically will return what's inside of your Dropbox folder, Dropbox folder, and give you the contents, and then there is a library we're using that's called the DHTML X3 library, and this one will help to parse this JSON file into a tree view, and then will show up in the panel, left panel and right panel. So this is how it works. Currently, this PHP file is supposed to host it on the dataview.org server as well, but actually it was not successfully hosted yet. So so here is how I find it. Because we have a local server in Wayne State University that hosts this PHP file as well. If you input your input your token as well as like the string here, it is the same string that will request it from the program, and then it will return a JSON file that includes the folders in your Dropbox folder, and then it can be parsed into the tree view. But right now, if you request the same URL but from the dataview.org, you will see that it's not actually hosted yet, and still kind of just a planning of vanilla PHP file without a host server. So this is an issue, and so one way to solve this problem is to have a to set to because right now it's quite difficult because in the dataview.org server we only open the HTTPS port that is 443, and if we need to host another like the 8080 port to host this project or this PHP file, and we may be able to do that, but though we can do that in that way, we may face another issue. That is, dataview.org is hosted in HTTPS, but PHP file hosted in HTTP. We may still encounter an error that says was loaded over HTTPS, but requested an insecure endpoint. So I can show you an example. So here is an example that if you're reading some HTTP resources or access HTTP resources from your HTTPS server, that will have this mixed content arrow, and basically this arrow is quite straightforward. Okay. And the I found some discussions online, and some people says the rule is simple. An HTTP page can only access resources from HTTP site or cannot access. So either serve your page with HTTP or HTTPS resource. So that is a problem. And yeah, so the most straightforward way to solve this problem is we find another HTTPS Wednesday server to host this PHP file, and so that it can be compatible with the current data view.org, but it may cost too much. So afterwards, I may need to keep doing research and see if there's any workaround can be done on the same data server that help to resolve this problem. So I think this is pretty much what I will talk about today, and thank you so much for your time, and hope this will be useful for the later investigation. Thank you.